morning, friends. Katie Steinberg here from the beach, but a different beach. As the sun comes up, I'm down in New Smyrna. I've been at a yoga retreat this weekend, which has been delightful and fulfilling for the soul, and quick commercial to find things to do that are fulfilling for your soul. But this is what I've been thinking about this week. That seems to be a thing that has to continue to be unpacked and dealt with over and over, and that's rigidity, which can show up as conviction and perfectionism, institution, and it's a tricky thing, because for me, the way this has played out in life is wanting to get things right. And the harder you try to get right and to color inside the lines and stay inside certain bounds, the more constricting it can become, the more rigid you can become. And much like rigidity in our bodies, it becomes stiff and uncomfortable and intolerant. And it's just too easy to get there under the auspices of being good and right. And if you're like me and have any kind of fear of being bad and wrong, that's a pretty seductive path. Y'all need to see that. But much like we get a new day, each day as the sun comes up, we get another opportunity to examine how we want our lives to be. We don't have to white knuckle it all the time. It doesn't have to be a rigid set of right and wrong, in and out, black and white binaries. There's ways in which that's comforting, to feel like we know exactly what's right, and to do that. But as we grow and transform, there's an invitation to some flexibility. There's an invitation to feel confident in our divine image and connected with our God, and know that we can shift and move and transform and become as well. Perhaps because of. And that's hard, because it also requires sort of the shedding of old skin. And when there's a lot of shedding, that can feel very unnerving. And there's a lot of transformation. I've been reading Brené Brown, Gifts of Imperfection, highly recommend. And she talks about her spiritual breakdown. She crosses out breakdown and puts awakening. And that's what it is. It's both. It feels like both. In fact, I would say it feels more like breakdown until you're sort of on the other side of it, and then it feels like awakening. You go, oh, that's what all that discomfort was about. So today, your invitation is to set down your rigidity, just for today maybe. The trust that takes, that it'll be all right to do so, that God's got you. Keeps coming up for me. Passage from Exodus, it says, "The Lord your God will fight for you. You need only keep your peace." So set down what is no longer serving you, what is creating rigidity and stiffness within you. Learn to be a little more flexible. Invite a little more flexibility and a confidence and trust that you'll do what's right, and that you are loved no matter what, and that the Lord, your God, will fight for you. You need only keep your peace. Wouldn't that be simple? Maybe it is. May you find flexibility and simplicity this day.